So there's, I think, two ways to really understand if the acute care really works or not. One is clinical studies, and as you can see right here, that's only on this side, you can see on this side, the wrinkles look substantially less visible over time, and that's over 4 weeks. So you can see how they've decreased, and that's a really good indicator. And also, that's because they used it for the 10 applications 3 times a week for 4 weeks. But you know what else is another really good way to tell if something's working? By pictures. Pictures of consultants, customers, and your own pictures. So I always say take your own before picture, and then take an after picture, whatever you're using. Maybe overnight, maybe 30 days, 60 days, something like that. So you can really compare and understand, did it really help my skin? Because that's what you really want to know. Now here's some good things to learn. Here, acute care was used with our redefined regimen and maybe some other pieces, and we did use our acute care with our Rodan and Fields regimens. But I want you to note something. Like, let's say on the person on the bottom right, do you see how luminous the skin is all over and smoother, and the pores even look smaller? And even this one on the bottom left. And surprise, this is a guy. Guys love acute care too. They want to look better and feel better. And I'll tell you the truth, the first time I used acute care, I pulled it off, I looked in the mirror and go, hey, I'm looking pretty good. Every time I used it, I looked better and better. So pretty soon, I'm jumping out of bed, running into the mirror. Can't wait to take them off. And it was like, oh my gosh, I was like so excited. So it did take a while for me to see the full results. That's what we're saying, you know, use it for the 4 weeks. But, you know, I was really happy, and then other people noticed as well. And I was in the office. I can't tell anybody about it. They're saying, gee, you look good. I'm going, yeah, thank you. Maybe I had more sleep with my friend, acute care. Anyway. So something else to think about is we did another clinical study because we thought, does it make a difference if we give somebody a sample? Could they see anything? This is what's really cool. We took an independent study in France. And they said, what will happen if we use acute care just once and we take it off and we see a signal, some kind of a response that they could see a small change? That's a really good sign that after 4 weeks you're going to see more of a major change in the appearance of those lines and wrinkles. So I think that's fabulous. So it's an indicator that's going to get people really excited about staying on the program, and consultants can talk to customers about it and say, let's see if it works for you, and then start a conversation. So I think it's a really great indicator. And the doctors were saying at convention, gosh, if we had something that people could try just over one night and they could see that potentially it's going to work for them, it would be amazing in the medical world. And that's not always what happens. So we're really excited about that. So I think you're all getting acute care samples today, right? Mm-hmm. Did you get it already? Yes. Okay, where is it? Hidden away in your purse, right? Yes. Okay, so when you get home tonight, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. Remember, on clean, dry skin, and you apply it, and then see what happens tomorrow morning, okay? And your consultant can connect and see if there was a change. You'll probably be excited like me, right? So let's say that acute care is or isn't for you. Doesn't matter, because we have different products, and they're in terms of regimens. So the doctors are looking at skincare from their point of view. From a dermatologist's point of view, what are the 4 most common things that people come into their office for? And they developed regimens around it. And within the regimens is something called the multi-med therapy. Because they don't believe in just one ingredient or one product to really change skin when it's a complex issue like, you know, the ones that we'll be talking about. So they use the right ingredient and the right formulation, applied in the right order, and now we can even say applied in the right way, because that's going to be what changes your skin. So let's start with sensitive skin, or you have maybe dry skin. Soothe regimens for you. It's perfect for me when I overwork my skin from some future products that I can't tell you about. Or it's something I use when I'm out in the sun too long, or maybe in Vegas for a week with my friends having fun. So I will want to use Soothe regimen when my skin's sensitive or dry. How about a blemish regimen on the bottom right? That's for when I break out. And I've had like a couple cycles in my life, and they're a couple of years apart where I break out. Just must be hormone troubles or stress or something. So then blemish becomes my best friend, because that's going to help take care of the blemishes I have and the post-acne marks and help clear my skin the best. So at the end of summer, or maybe about 2 or 3 times a year, I go into using Reverse because I'm a freckle person and I have dull skin and dark marks, and I'll use Reverse to help my skin look more clear and even complexion, which makes you look younger, if you want to take notes on that. And then the final thing is everybody's aging right. So I suppose anybody about 20 years of age and up that wants to keep their good looks going should use Redefine Regimen because it's going to address lines and pores and then the loss of firmness. And then finally, you know, for people that are older, can it work for them? Oh, my mother's 86, and I'm going to tell you something. She's using Redefine and she's using the products. And she was going to the credit union driving, and I'm in the car beside her. She wants to drive. So she stops at the credit union, comes out, and I'm waiting for her, and some man in a VW van is pulling up, and he's staring so hard at her that he hits the pole and has a little accident and bumps his bumper. And my mother was giggling because he's like 15 years younger than her. I go, Mom, you still got it. All day long, she loves Rodan Fields. She's like this with a little spurt wherever we go, knowing that she's still hot. She's so, so you know, you can have a great story about Rodan Fields and share it. And no one's skin is going to be perfect all the time. I just told you, all the times that I've fumbled, I've gotten right back on the product that I need and gotten to where I want to be. So just keep that in mind. Skin is evolving all the time, and you're on a journey. So I'm going to turn it over. I want to thank you very much for your time and attention. I'll stay later for questions. I'm going to turn it back over to June. Thank you.
86, and she still got it. There's hope. There's hope for us all, right? Hope for you, whatever. So I want to tell you a little bit more about the company, and I'm just going to take a couple of these slides, and then I have another special guest that I'm going to introduce you to. You've seen the doctors in action in the video a few minutes ago when we kicked off the session. You just heard a lot about acute care and our products. These doctors were referred to in Women's Health magazine as a dermatological dream team for a reason. As Mary mentioned earlier, they're still practicing dermatologists. That's really important to them because they're at the forefront of what's happening in skincare. They're seeing patients on a weekly basis and are able to bring that clinical practice back to Rodan Fields and get us on the forefront of what's happening in skincare. And Mary was teasing you about future products that could be coming out. I want to tell you a little bit more about the company and kind of where we're at. So we launched the business in Canada in February, so it's been 7 or 8 months. Did we just close the 8th month? I think that sounds right. My life is flashing before my eyes. I don't know, somehow it's October. I don't know how that happened. So we've been open for about 7 or 8 months now, and it's going exceptionally well. Our Canadian consultants are truly blowing us away. We are about triple the business that we thought we would be doing at this stage of the game in Canada, so that's all very exciting. Yes, right? Well, that's these people doing it. And we have had a lot of consultants join us in business, and those consultants have brought a lot of preferred customers into the Rodan & Fields family as well. Now, that said, there is a lot of opportunity. We are truly, truly just getting started. I tell people all the time, because they'll ask me, where should I go to grow? I'm like, over the fence of your backyard. Because there is, I'm not kidding, there is literally not, and including the one you live on, there is not a single block on a single street, in a single town or city, in any province of this country that I would say, don't go talk to anybody there, or somebody else already has that covered. Because I can pretty much guarantee you, and some of you are going to look down when I say this, you actually haven't talked to every single one of your neighbors on your own block, right? So we are truly, truly just getting started. And as you can see, in the city, a greater Toronto area of 6.5 million people, we've got like 50-some of you in the room here tonight. So clearly, there's a lot of room to share this opportunity and a lot of room to grow from a business perspective. What we're especially loving is how the brand is really resonating in Canada, how excited customers are to get their hands on our products, how many preferred customers we're hearing from, how many before and after pictures we're getting from those people that are just thrilled with the results that they're seeing in their skin. So we have now become, and have been actually for the last 6 years, the fastest growing premium skincare brand in the US. We don't have data yet for Canada because we haven't even closed 1 year of business, but I'm pretty confident in thinking that we're going to be one of the fastest growing in Canada too. Where this leaves us right now is ranked number 4 in premium skincare companies in the US. Number 4. And that's number 4 in premium skincare, not number 4 in the direct sales channel. That's number 4 when you compare us to the big guys like Clinique and Lancome and Lauder. That's who we put whose company we're in when it comes to premium skincare. That's who we're ranked number 4 against. Now, how long have those companies been around? Heck of a lot longer than the few years that we've been in business, right? So our trajectory is just like this. It's crazy town. We also are really, obviously, and I mentioned this earlier, excited about the fact that we've truly only just begun, right? So just literally begun in Canada. But even in the US, the market is wide open. There is so much opportunity to grow. In North America, anti-aging skincare alone, not even considering the other products that our line includes, just in anti-aging skincare, it's a $4 billion market in North America alone. And we haven't even started our world domination. Just kidding. Now, we have some brand new news that we actually just announced at our convention that Mary was talking about earlier. Who here was at convention? I see lots of familiar faces from that big event. We brought 10,000 of our closest friends together for learning and a little bit of fun. And just a couple weeks ago in Austin, Texas, and we made a big announcement, and that is that Rodan & Fields is also now ranked as the number 1 premium acne skincare brand in the US with our Unblemished regimen, which is very exciting for us. We have a big focus on anti-aging, but look at what Unblemished is doing. It's truly a remarkable accomplishment. Now, I want to introduce you to another special guest that I brought with me all the way from San Francisco. This is Kelly Summers. She's a member of our Learning and Development team, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about the company.
Thanks so much, Janine. Hello, everyone. Really, it's a special night. It's my privilege to be here with you from San Francisco. I want to tell you a little bit more about the business, but also a little bit about me. I joined Rodan & Fields about 1 year ago. I moved to San Francisco from New York, where I lived and worked for about 8 years for Clinique on the Global Education Development team. So deciding to make the move was a personal decision, going from New York to San Francisco with my husband. So as I started my job search, I had big shoes to fill. I loved working for Clinique and the Estee Lauder companies. My mom loved it because everyone knew the brand. So as I started my search, I came across my current job description. And I read it and knew it was the next perfect role for me. And I started doing some research about Rodan & Fields and was really blown away. And so I joined Rodan & Fields because of the people and the products. Coming from Clinique and the Estee Lauder companies, I loved skincare and used great products for a really long time and loved my skin. So I was really shocked when I started using the Reverse and Redefine regimen next. And now truly have the best skin of my life. So that's why I love it. Plus, I like to have fun at work, and I get to work with people like Janine and Mary and make new friends everywhere I go. So it's a pleasure to be here once again, and I look forward to having some champagne with you after we're done. So I'm here to tell you about the business, and I want to tell you really what I love about it. We have a fabulous brand that my mother now knows who it is, and she tells me almost every week, people are talking about Rodan & Fields. I said, yeah, you better jump on board. The train is moving fast. So we have the brand that people know, and we're quickly becoming an established brand in North America and a global brand soon. We have the most world-renowned dermatologists. Dr. Katie and Dr. Kathy still practice today. They're Stanford trained. Dr. Kathy has an office in San Francisco, and Dr. Katie Rodan's office is in Oakland. So very, very smart and very incredible women to work with. So that's another privilege that we have as well. Also, our products. As I mentioned, I love them. Mary loves them. I know some of you in the room that are already using them probably do. They deliver clinical results, and that's proven, and the before and after photos that you see make it so easy to sell the products. The business model. We truly have developed the right model at the right time for this marketplace. People are seeing so much success and having a lot of fun with what they're doing. And lastly, the support that we have to offer you from the home office. So how do you do it? We talk about networking, but what does that really mean? It's about having conversations. You can do this business by sharing what you do and what you love about it, about the products, about what you're doing, when you're doing it, how often or how little. And it's just starting conversations. And what we do to support you is to make sure that you feel comfortable and confident having a conversation no matter where you are, anywhere, anytime as you're working the business. So how do you build a business? It's all about creating connections by having those conversations and creating really meaningful value for two groups of people that we talk about. And that's our customers and independent consultants that you could bring on your team. And you can build loyal customers by introducing them to the products, getting them to know and love, and that is really easy to do because we offer great tools like the solution tool. And then you can build your team of consultants by introducing them to what you're doing in terms of starting your own skincare business. And that grows and grows. The more people that you know, talk to people that they know as well, and then you can create what we call generations on your team. And we can do all of the support. We have a lot of great programs and tools that support them so that all you have to do is focus on building your business. And I keep mentioning the tools and support. We have the operational support so that you don't have to do housing any inventory. All of that is processed for you. We have the e-commerce platform so that all you can do is just direct your customers to your website and order that way. And we make it very, very simple. Again, this assessment tool, the solution tool, so you don't have to become a product expert. If you've never sold anything, or if you've never sold skincare before, that's okay. We make it really easy for you. And the company provides all of these capabilities and more, again, so you can stay focused on having those conversations and building your business. I mentioned, or you got to meet Nurse Mary Radford, who is our director of the RF Connection. We have trained staff and product experts on standby for you all the time, so that anytime a customer has a product question or a skincare question, they're there for you. And we also have the Getting Started site, which from the Learning and Development team, proud to share that we created this website for you so that anytime a new consultant joins, they can go here to learn everything they need to know. The basics of the business, who we are, the basics of the products, how to sell, how to start those conversations, all of the basics of the business. And because I'm here, I'm going to plug our Funny Med on Saturday as well. We're going to be going through everything that you need to know to build a business, to feel more confident, having those conversations every day so that next time we're here, maybe we'll have 3 times?
That's cool.
Okay. 3 times the people in this room. We would love to see a big crowd in Toronto next time. So with that, I would love to turn it back over to Janine to tell you more about how you can actually get started with Rodan and Fields. Thank you.